Hi everyone, welcome to Chapter 5. In this chapter, you will explore some of the powerful commands for Linux, and it almost looks like Linux offers powerful programming features that are built into some of the simple looking commands. In this chapter, this is Chapter 5, so you've had a chance to take a look at some of the scripting features of Linux. The three commands that we will go over in this video are the word count, the WC command, the pattern finder grep command, and the set command that allows us to do all kinds of fancy manipulations inside a file. So let's start with the first one, which is the word count command. I'm just going to do ls here to see if I can find my corp phones. It's right here. So let me do a more on corp file so we can get an idea of what's inside this file. So looks like this is a file which contains the employee records, and so I noticed that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 records. Now one easy way, one thing I can do with the word command, of course, is I can count the number of characters in the file, and I can say, can you please count the number of characters? And this is good for word processing. But I can also use this intelligently if I would like to find out how many employees are there in my company as listed in corp phones. And if I do WC minus L, which is find the number of lines in this file, then I automatically have the number of employees, which is 6. Right? Notice that there's a number here followed by the name of the file. So this is another way in which you can use what look like word processing commands, but also to create intelligence out of it. Now let's move on to the grep command. The grep command is a kind of a pattern finder, and let's say I would like to find if Harrison is an employee in our company. Let's presume that this is corp phones is a database of all my employees, right? From starting from 2010 to 2020. And I'd like to know if Harrison was an employee in our company during this period. Then for sure I can do something like, can you find Harrison in corp phones, right? And I know that Harrison is an employee. There could be another employee called Sam, who may have been working for us, but we are not sure if he actually worked for us in that period, and we know that this file is a database 2010 to 2020, and then we can do grep Sam and on our corp phones, and then we do not have an output, which means it wasn't there. We can also, of course, grep do another thing. If you would like to count the number of accountants, let's say, I want to know, I would like to promote all my accountants to account managers, but before I make this huge change, I would like to know how many accountants I'm promoting. I can, of course, do something like grep accountant and corp phones, right? And I can store this in a temp file, and I can pipe this file to WC minus L. No, let me just save this in temp file right here for now. And then now I can do WC, let's say, minus L temp file, and I will now know that there's 3 accountants. Now once I determine the number, then I'm kind of confident that this is something that I can handle and I can promote all of them. And in order to do that, I can use another powerful command, which is my sed command. Sed allows us to locate patterns and also make edits corresponding to those patterns. So I can use the sed command and say, can you please substitute, right, accountant for account manager. Notice that I delineate everything with a forward slash and then do this in the file corp phones, but save it in an updated file because I wouldn't want to update it, right? So here I can do more co-op phones, updated, and I see that all the accountants have now become account managers. So I have 3 account managers here. So that's a way I can use these commands to do some very powerful high-level programming.